Today we're going to go through the Counting Rhythms worksheet number 1. All the rhythms on this sheet are in 4/4 time. That means that you need to count to 4 in each of the bars. So we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The ands are done with a little plus sign. So let's get started on our first rhythm below. We have 4 quarter notes, and each quarter note is 1 beat. So under the first quarter note, we write 1 and, the second one, 2 and, third, 3 and the fourth is 4 and. So we have completed it because we've used up all our beats. Let's go on to the next one. We have quarter note and quarter rests in this one, and each of those are also worth 1 beat. So under our first quarter note, we put 1 and, then we have a quarter rest, which is also worth 1 beat, so we put 2 and under there. The next one is a quarter note, so that gets 3 and our next one is a quarter rest, 4 and. We've also used up all our beats for the bar, so we know we're pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. All the other rhythms on this sheet have rests and quarter notes. This one has quarter notes and quarter rests. So our first quarter note gets 1 and then we have a quarter rest, so that's 2 and, another quarter rest, 3 and a quarter note, 4 and. On to our second line now. 3 quarter notes and 1 quarter rest. First quarter note gets 1 and, second one, 2 and, third one, 3 and now we have a quarter rest, and that gets our 4 and. This one's just a tiny bit different than the last one, or we have quarter notes and quarter rests as well, except our quarter rest is in a different position. So our first quarter note gets 1 and, second one, 2 and, now we have our quarter rest, that's 3 and then a quarter note, 4 and. Our next one has quarter rests and quarter notes as well. This time we're starting with a rest. So the rest gets 1 and then we have a quarter note, that's 2 and, quarter rest, 3 and, quarter note, 4 and. There we go. On to our third line. Our first quarter note here gets 1 and, we have a quarter rest, that's 2 and, quarter note, 3 and, quarter note, 4 and. Our next one has a half rest. This is our first half rest, and half rests get 2 beats. So for our first quarter note here, we get 1 and, our second quarter note, 2 and, now we're on our half rest here, it gets 2 beats. So we put 3 and 4 and together there. These two right here make up 2 beats. Our next line is almost the same, except our half rest is at the beginning. So we start out with 2 beats at the beginning. So we go 1 and 2 and. That gives us 2 beats right there with our half rest. Now we have a quarter note that gets 3 and then we have another quarter note that gets 4 and. And that is the first Counting Rhythms worksheet.